never tried that in New York?
I will never try that.
We got Dane Cook on the line. He's very busy today. He's calling to say hi.
Dane.
What's up, Dane?
Is that Dane Cook?
Is that Patrice?
Yeah.
Is that Dane?
What is Patrice pontificating about?
Is this Tourgasm Dane? Is this
what
40,000?
What white person has stepped on Patrice's toes this week?
We're learning a lot.
First of all, Dane, don't you call in with this I'm almost famous fucking positivity from L.A., fuckface. Don't forget, we started out together hating the world, bitch-ass nigga. Now you smoke love joints with everybody, and there's rumors about you on page 6.
Canoodling.
All of a sudden, I'm angry Negro. Fuck you, motherfucker.
All of a sudden?
Well, yeah, that's true. At least I stay consistent.
I think you've been angry ever since you stepped on that stage for the first time.
I'm a nigga from Boston. You know it got.
You weren't doing Gilligan's Island jokes up there.
I had to call Dane one day and tell him, though, he's changing the game. Dane changed the fucking game, man. Anybody, I spent a lot of time defending this motherfucker because people go, Dane Cook. I go, do you know this motherfucker's famous and no one knows him? This nigga won an Oscar and he wasn't even in a movie. Dane is bigger than the business. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't wish he making it despite Hollywood. You can't.
Yeah, it was very. What do they call that? Grassroots.
He fucking rules the world. How can you fucking say you can't?
And now he's in movies. Yeah. Throwing him in movies.
I even went to rehab, and I've never done a drug in my life.
Just for publicity.
well, Dane, in New York, they're saying that you were canoodling with Jessica Simpson. That's popping up again.
I know. We did. We fucking hung out at the party and canoodled.
Yeah, it was in the paper. It said you were canoodling, but then I know canoodling is like kissing and snuggling, and it said you just were whispering in each other's ears all night, and whenever, like, she would go somewhere, you would be following behind her, kind of, and you'd hook up again, and a lot of whispering.
No, first of all, you're whispering because, they're playing the music so loud.
That's what I said, see?
That's it. So, we sat in one little VIP section. We hadn't seen each other in, 2 months. So we were just talking about the movie and all that, and then we both left.
Yeah.
All right, wait, let's clear this up.
They're both in New York promoting Employee of the Month, and of course they're going to be hanging together.
Let's clear this up, Dane. You wasn't whispering to her where y'all was going to snort coke and fuck.
Yeah, Patrice, that's exactly.
All right, just making sure that's not. Because that's what motherfucking Hollywood, coke and fucking. So it was just about the movie. Life was going good. We was just making sure. I make sure my friend Dane ain't out there doing crazy shit.
I'm doing that new Strawberry Quick cocaine too.
Strawberry Quick.
Hey, how's the dog, man?
He's good, man. He's doing all right. The beast is good.
Is he still good? I love his dog. Dane got like a small Doberman, and I love that dog.
Yeah?
Yeah. He got like the miniature Dobermans, but they're like Chihuahuas, but they're not as cracked, weird.
Yeah, he's laid back.
They don't look like they're on crack.
They're like it's like a little dog, but with a big dog, big dog confidence.
Attitude, yeah. I hate those little yappy, shaking dogs.
Yeah, I love that dog, man.
And now here's what I asked Patrice. Now that was a nice question about my dog. How are your glass dildos?
Well,
everyone knows about your glass dildos. We were talking about his sex swing that's hanging from his garage.
It's in his garage now because he doesn't want to stank up his house.
With a rug and everything. I got an area rug in the middle. Just in case.
Nice.
I haven't talked to Patrice in a long time. I need to just sit in a room and listen to you tell me everything for 3 days straight without saying a word.
You got to get updated on his life because he has more whiteness in his life these days.
Oh, yeah.
It's the whiteification of Patrice.
There's only a few things in this world that I really miss, and that's commiserating with Patrice O'Neal about what the hell he's getting himself into.
Always wondering, because everybody always wonders, why, Patrice, why aren't you?
Well,
that'll be always the question.
Tell Dane about your girlfriend. She's gaining weight.
My girl's getting. Oh yeah, he don't want to know about that. Dane is fucking Jessica Simpson. What do you know about my fat girlfriend?
Noodling with Jessica.
Well, we learned that today. She's worried that she's getting fat, and you said you would leave her.
But that's absolute. If your hot girlfriend, Dane, started getting fat, and she said, "Are you going to leave me?" What would your fucking answer be?
I'd be like, "Listen, let's talk about this on the treadmill."
See, now that's a great.
Wow, that's a good.
And he would do it with her. To me, I'm like, look, I'm gonna stay fat, but my fatness has nothing to do with you, bitch. My coolness is something else. Yours is to look. You are to try to make a fat man look like he's better because he has a gorgeous girlfriend. Now you can't do that being fat, now can you? Okay, pork chop.
Goddamn pork chop.
Pumpkin.
Patrice, where are you living now?
I live in the same area I lived in, except for I own where I live now.
He's a homeowner.
And now, is VH1 taking care of you? You got a house now? You get some money?
VH1 didn't give me house money. VH1 might have gave me house money. I think a couple of colleges there.
Yeah.
The Virus Tour gave me a couple of
There you go.
couple of new shoes.
Just shoes.
Some shoes and a couple of DVDs.
That's all we got yet.
Because I'll tell you, the Virus Tour justified a couple of things in my life.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Justified.
You pieces of shit with your money.
Yeah, you know that car.
God damn it!
That car was one tour stop.
Now they're doing the Dane, are you endorsing the spin-off Tourgasm tour with?
I am producing the Tourgasm tour. Yes.
Are you going to surprise visit some?
Yeah, you should surprise visit.
I hope to. Yeah. Now that I'm done with this stuff, I can probably jump out to a couple of these gigs.
He's franchising like Starbucks.
It's amazing.
What it is.
It's fucking. I turned around. I know Dane.
Yeah.
I turned around. I go, is Dane famous? That's what I would ask people.
What happened?
Like, is Dane famous? Dude, I know him. I have his number. Did this motherfucker, is he a household word?
People seem to be talking about him.
I turned around and there's a finger that's his super finger. Sufi, that's a conglomerate. It's more money than Viacom. And I'm like, when did this happen? At what set at the Laugh Factory on fucking Sunset Boulevard did this fucking happen?
The minute I stepped away from the table at the cellar.
That is really.
Oh shit.
That really is, and here's the sad thing.
That's
Bobby,
inside, but really good.
Yeah, it's.
There's a lot of bitterness at that back table.
It's just when I'm gonna tell you where a lot of this comes from, and it's not from because from Tough Crowd. When Tough Crowd was on, it was me, Norton, Nick. Colin, and we kind of got and Voss. And
yeah,
he made sure not to forget Voss because that's really you can feel it. And Voss. But we used to sit around and just like you stink, you loser, you this, you that, and a lot of comics are not privy to that shit. Like they don't like that whole loser, you suck, you ain't shit. So it's like let me get away from that and get into some positive thinking. But here's the thing, that's what Dane is positive thinking. Some of the guys that try to subscribe to Dane Cookology are losing, like Fat Boy, like Bobby Kelly, who's starting to look like Emerald Lagasse.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who has to understand he's a fucking loser. He is not to hang out with positive vibes. He's to be with losers and stay with losers, and he'll find success. No one wants to be around this fat balding man who has this evil look in his eyes. These black eyes.
Lifeless eyes like a doll's eyes.
Like a doll's eyes.
You made one mistake. You said balding. He's actually bald.
And I'm telling you, Dane.
No more ink.
Dane has a lot of guys. It's the dark side and it's the light. Now Dane is succeeding on the force.
The light side of the force.
But there's a lot of guys who think they should be living on the force side.
Right.
Who aren't living on it. Like Gary is an angry man. Gary Goldman, because he should be on the force side, and his life should be cultivated. But he's mean and mad.
And if he accepts that, he could be a Sith Lord.
If he accepts his evil, he will be fantastic. Dane is nice.
Dane's playing the garden.
Of course he is.
Dane's playing the garden.
It's probably on the way to something else. He's dropping through at the garden.
Dropping in, yeah.
It's like, you know what? Dane's MySpace send button is like fucking getting ready to launch a missile. Like it's like, all right, Dane, are you sure you want to do Ohio State University? Yes.
You sure you want to do the state of Kansas?
Dane Cook is performing tonight, one night only. Dane performs in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Where at? In Minneapolis. Where? Nigga. Minneapolis,
Wait, he puts out a bulletin on the MySpace, hits send, and all the lights dim. Like, all the power
That's why MySpace
from the internet is getting soaked up. You're like, oh, Dane must be putting out a bulletin.
Me and my 1,700 friends.
Oh, shit.
Dane's friends can gang rape my friends.
Oh.
And they couldn't fight it.
Oh, that's funny.
Because everyone else got involved with the MySpace way too late. They saw what it did.
Yeah,
for
Dane got in,
but
like,
he was in
really early.
You got to be in early.
Dane, who fucking
Pyramid
told you
scheme.
about that? Don't even tell me that you were sitting there going, this looks like a good place for me to...
I was on Friendster, and a fan wrote me and was like, dude, doesn't this suck? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, you should check this out. So I skipped over to MySpace early on.
Do you owe that guy money now?
I don't know who that is, man, but, you know,
That son of a bitch.
I jumped over there.
Man, he gave you a great tip.
You know the guy Tom though, right? The guy that runs it, right? You must.
Yeah, those guys. I mean, they
Gotta
made
know that, yeah.
Yeah, he's worth like $580 million or something.
Unbelievable.
Dane
huh?
is slacking, though. He only has 1.5 million friends.
Oh, that's
What's
it?
with that, nigga?
That's
What's
like a
with
country.
that, Dane?
There are countries that don't have those populations.
Dane has India as his
Dane's
friend.
like a country now.
Dane has Tibet as his friend.
Welcome to Dane. Ha ha ha. Come to Dane.
You got a passport? That doesn't. You can't get into Dane
to
with it.
Dane.
Unbelievable.
Dane Cook.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will soon be arriving in Dane. The weather is perfect, of course, as it is every day. So fasten your seatbelts and prepare for landing and enjoy your time in Dane.
Patrice O'Neal, you coined it, man. You said the thing though at the back of Nick's one day when everybody was trying to be something they weren't on stage. And I remember you looked at me, dude, and you go, "I'll tell you, man, the thing that's gonna make you make it." And he goes, "You can't fuck with the truth." And that's all I ever did, man. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll just be myself. I'm not going to try to bust balls if I don't want to bust ball. And really, Patrice is one of the guys that actually was, you know, he got me. He got me right away.
So a lot of comics try to be something they're not.
A lot of comics.
That's why I tell.
Yeah.
I know how to make Bobby Kelly famous. See, Dane's fame is different than Bobby's fame. He's not. You know, like certain people have certain kind of fame, and I could never be Dane famous. My personality would do something to horrifically fuck up my fan base. Like, I would just tell him, go fuck yourself with your goddamn finger. Stick these 2 Sufis up your fucking cunt whore. Get out of my... You know what? I'm tired of the Madison Square Garden. It'll be 13,000 people going, what? Boo. He's having a nervous breakdown. Boo. Hey, get him out of here. Go suck a dick. I know where my bread's buttered. My bread is not buttered. I might make $1 million.
Throwing out a heckler in like section 304.
But Dane, the thing I tell Dane, because a lot of old school guys hate Dane. Old school motherfuckers.
Right.
Hate Dane.
There's haters out
and
there.
I'll go, look, let me tell you something, man. This motherfucker, and I say this, and this is not no bullshit, man. You know me, man.
No.
He's righteous. I say the motherfucker, we had a long talk. It's one of these long time ago. Last long talk we had. And Dane did 2 things. Well, I remember. I said, Dane, look, man, because he told me all this heavy shit about himself. I said, oh, you don't talk about this shit on stage. He goes, I have no interest in it. Maybe in a movie, maybe, but I would never talk about that deep down hurting shit on stage. I went, fair enough. And then he proceeded to go, you know, I'm tired of people stealing from me and Jim Carrey. And that's when I wish it was somebody else there for me to look at and go, what? That conversation, that was the last heart-to-heart we had. But that's why I go, that motherfucker's righteous. Whatever he's doing, it's him. Don't do fucking somebody else.
Right.
Bobby Kelly, I love Bobby. I tell him this all the time. You're not a guy people love.
So what is the adjustment that Bobby needs to make then?
He needs to stop talking about butter cookies and Cheese Whiz on stage, because Bobby is a deviant problem person. But he can't deal with no laughter. Bobby needs the laughs that Dane get. Bobby needs that. But Bobby needs to learn how to not be funny for a second, so that he can go deep down into what the fuck problems he has. As an ex-good-looking guy.
Like, oh man, I was watching Torgasm the other day, and I saw the episode where you guys look back.
Yeah.
And holy shit, there was some old videos of Bobby with that Jerry Curl motherfucking hair or whatever the hell that
Bobby
was.
Sexy, man.
Rico Suave. He was like Rico Suave.
He was like a young Marlon Brando.
He was fucking sexy. Bobby was tremendously sexy.
Sexy Bobby.
He really, you should see his old headshot at the cellar. You go, holy
what a pretty man.
Bobby was pretty. Had them, he was like a male Angelina.
I used to bring girls. This was my litmus test. I used to bring girls that I liked down to like Remington's or the Vault or whatever, and like then they would meet Bobby, and then Bobby would like go fuck my chick, and that's when I knew that I wasn't with the right girl.
That's a good litmus test.
And he still has that charm, but Bobby lost a little bit of the charm because Bobby's on a mission of positivity now, and he's losing. Dude, life is like a box of onion rings,
When he came in, the first few times, he would talk about how deviant a lifestyle he was leading, and then he'd start talking about, I'm talking to people, and I just want to get a little more positivity in my life.
He's trying to figure it out.
So he's trying to, figure it out.
Dane is that what Dane does is what he does. What I do, I try. Let me tell you something. Everybody tries to be Dane at one point. They try positivity. I tried positivity in '98. It almost killed me.
I liked it.
I was in. Hello, everyone. What do you need?
I bought your T-shirts.
I was in a room by myself with 2 Whoppers sitting on my stomach because that's all I could afford to eat. And I said, if I had a gun, I'd blow my fucking brains out because I'm in here skipping around. And like Jamie Masada that owns the Laugh Factory, he come body with his dry skin and talking to you. And I'm going, hey, hey, how are you, man? Good to see you, you creepy Iranian. It's like, it's like my thing is to go, get the fuck out of my face. It's like I would never hang with you.
But people think that you say that, Patrice, because you're afraid of success, and that's why you take that route.
I used to be. I fucking was that person that's like goes, oh man, I'm tired of this. You know what? I'm afraid of. No,
getting a little too close.
I want it. But also at the same time, I know me. The success that I want is the one that gets to say to somebody, look, this is dumb.
Yeah, I mean, because things out of the stand-up world, you have to be collaborative, and that means fucking putting on business hat for more hours of the day than the fuck off hat. And so that's the thing, Patrice. I don't think a lot of people think that you can do that.
He's getting better at it. I've seen it even in the short term. This daffy bastard has gotten himself a good credit rating. He's bought a house. This is shit that years ago.
One step at a time.
Years ago, and he's talking about things like sitting in a room at a closing and I call it the whiteification of Patrice. It's a little, he's just entering a whole new world.
Patrice,
let me tell you something. That credit rating, that's like sitting at the blackjack table. You don't want to lose that shit.
No, that your life hinges on it at some point. If you reach a certain level of success, where you're out of the rented house, out of your friends coming over in the rented house, trashing it with beer cans and stuff. When you move up to actually buy a house. Things like credit ratings come into play, and you're like, ugh.
But look at you guys though. What you were before. Like you take a L. You take less L's than you used to take before. Like before the fucking chapel shit, you motherfuckers would have somebody fuck a horse in Times Square.
That's true.
And you get threatened to be fired. You'd be laughing. But now you can see you motherfuckers go, oh, Lordy, you get slavery.
Lordy,
we don't want news.
The master says those words ain't supposed to be used.
But nice is not my basis for why I'm funny. Ever. In my life.
Yeah.
And you know that.
Pain. And I just can't figure out how to be funny without pain. So I have to make it.
So that's nothing wrong with that.
No, it works.
But it works for some.
Someone works for you.
And I know it works for me.
And how's Billy Bird doing after that YouTube thing that I watched?
They don't know. They won't call.
I would love to talk to Billy. I don't know
his number.
I don't have his number. My cell phone is broke. And something? Billy Bird never gave me his phone number, and I never gave Billy my phone number.
I don't know what happened.
You don't have my phone number. I don't have Patrice's phone number.
She called you here.
I got Opie's phone number.
Yeah,
that's who I have in my contacts.
I'm gonna call him today.
Are you calling?
It's
Billy?
only been 2 weeks. I better call him.
You better call him, man. I always say, like, the past couple of weeks, I've been saying, where's Billy?
Dave,
how's he doing?
Have you checked out the Bill Burr video yet?
I watched the whole thing, man.
On YouTube, it's unbelievable.
Wow.
Wow.
Dane, what are you playing in Transformers?
I don't think I'm doing it, man, because they wanted to change my scene around, and then I didn't like the new scene that they wrote, so I think I'm out of it.
What were you in this?
Originally, I wrote a scene. I met with Michael Bay, and he told me to write a scene. He's like, dude, do whatever you want. I go, I'll only do it if I can fight a fucking robot.
As who, Dane?
No, here's the thing. I was going to do a cameo. I sat down with Michael Bay. He goes, all right, tell me what you want to do. I go, here's the deal. I only want to do a cameo if I can fight, like, Optimus Prime. And he goes, all right, you write the scene. So I wrote a scene out where I'm driving down the street in my car, and my car starts fucking transforming, and my own car beats the shit out of me, and I start fighting my car.
Okay.
And I had this whole thing set up, and I sent it to them. They're like, good, we'll do it. We'll shoot it in 2 days. And then they just called me like a week ago, and they're like, budget thing, we had to cut that, but do you want to, like, come in with a manila envelope and throw it on somebody's desk and be like, good afternoon, sir?
Oh, boy.
And I said no.
There
So
you
I don't
go.
think I'm doing it.
But on a super high level.
Yeah.
I do that when I'm supposed to say yes.
Yeah.
Patrice, no one knows who you are. No one will ever know. You want to throw something on somebody's desk. I go, fuck off. I'm not throwing something on a desk. And then it's like, boy, I wish I had that $2,000.
And yet you'll dress up like a transvestite.
I thought, listen to me, motherfucker. Listen, he just threw that. See how positive people do? They throw a hook and then back up, you motherfucker. Listen to this, okay? If you're gonna play a fag,
yeah,
it's the lady that did the piano. It's what's her name? Fucking.
Oh, you ain't gonna get that answer out of me.
I should know her name right.
Holly Hunter.
Anna?
Holly Hunter?
No, the woman who directed it. That woman, okay, that lady makes one movie every 17 years and it gets an Oscar.
Right.
It's Mark Ruffalo, it's Meg Ryan, it's fucking some artsy black noir bullshit.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm gonna play a Dominican faggot. All right, sounds good. All right. My career, nothing. I tried to sue to get out that movie. It was. Here's how unnecessary my character was. In the credits, it said Hector, and then in parentheses, it said what character I was.
Oh no!
In the fucking credits, Hector, big nigga in front of the thing. Remember him? That's in the credits.
Oh shit!
But you would do that, like you would play. Okay.
Oh no!
In an Adam Sandler movie, it's the difference playing a fag in an Adam Sandler movie. No difference because Tracy played a sissy in one of his movies. But I'm just saying, it's the difference between playing a fag in that in an Adam Sandler comedy or like a Martin Scorsese's drama. Mm-hmm. You go, I think I'll play a gay guy in a Martin Scorsese movie. I think that might get me something. Or retard.
Right.
In a serious movie. That gets you something.
Yep. Oh.
Who's calling you?
That's Opie's ring on his phone now.
Play that at the bank, motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
I might have to change that. I want a good credit rating.
And good luck, Chuck. How fine is Jessica Alba? I just need to know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is she sexy up close?
That girl is she's a goddess.
Is she flirty or very just straight?
No, she's she's really cool, man. She's my speed. That's a girl right there. That's she got a boyfriend, but she is the real deal. And
does she have any sex like flirty other than how good she looks? Is she like? Does she give you a little something like you go, oh, you motherfucker, if you don't stop?
Oh no, she's like, she's a pro, man. She's been in it a long time too. She didn't just step on set. She's been doing this since she was like 10. So she shows up when she has to show up. She knows what the deal. It's not like glamorous anymore. She's like, all right, what's up? What are we doing? All right, later.
Damn.
Yeah, she was up in here one day.
Oh, how sexy is she? Is she
gorgeous?
Really?
She's fantastic looking, man.
All right, Dane's really busy today.
I know, busy Dane with his movie.
Patrice, what are you doing next, dude?
Stand Up New York tonight. Maybe I can take my show and just put it in yours. Have your show babysit my show.
You could be the babysitting room at his Madison Square Garden show.
Listen,
You could be the smoking section, a little glass.
Damn.
I'll tell you what, Patrice. I'm gonna do you a solid. I'm gonna put you on my top 8 for 4 hours. So get ready.
Oh man.
Get my 8,000
Oh man, you're gonna get a lot of friends.
First Sufi I see on my page, I'm getting them off. I'm gonna write him a letter. Go fuck yourself.
That's what I love about Patrice. His whole system, no goals.
Yeah. It must be so nice to go through life like that.
How great is that?
So whatever happens good, you're surprised about it.
Somebody
No
called. They want to
goals.
do what?
God.
Yeah.
Right.
No goals.
They called me for web junk. Want to do
That's
that?
your
I ain't
HBO
doing
special
nothing.
right there. No goals.
No
Yeah.
goals.
No goals.
Bridge burner.
Bridge burner.
All right, Employee of the Month opens today.
Yep.
Can't wait to see the numbers on Monday.
You watch. It's gonna be. It's gonna be #1 movie. It's gonna be. Yeah. It's gonna be
see,
huge.
Man. Scorsese's got quite a fan base himself, but if we can be the #1 comedy, I won't be crying.
Yeah. Well, you'll definitely get that.
Yeah, you got that.
Jeez.
You got that.
The trailer looked great. I saw it during Jackass.
Yeah, the reviews from last night are rolling in because they had screenings starting at midnight, and that's the thing is people get online and hide behind a screen name, and then they'll say anything.
Really?
But so far, everybody's saying that they dug it and that people are laughing.
And here's how famous Dane is before we all go.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Because this will be the last time we talk to him.
This
so.
is it.
Yeah.
I'm going
Is
to
that
tell
it?
you why Dane is now officially famous.
Yeah.
Dane has a small gut, but he's on the cover of Men's Health magazine. Dane is out of shape, and he's on the cover of Men's Health magazine. Let's just say that is fame.
You insane.
Dane has a little pudge.
I am in the best shape of my week.
My week.
Dane's on the cover of Fitness Illustrated with a saggy booty. Unbelievable. I'm fucking amazed by that. Dane Cook, baby.
Patrice is on the cover of White Man's Magazine. That's how
I swear to God, I want to be cigar aficionado. That's my goal,
Patrice
Dane.
on the cover of Cigar
Dane, I'm going to set a goal right now. I'm going to be on cigar aficionado.
Patrice O'Neal, how to make it from bed.
And Dane Cook, your tickets for Madison Square Garden go on sale Monday at 10 a.m. through Ticketmaster.com.
Yeah, it goes on to the public. I think pre-sale, we're already almost halfway sold out, so it should be going up.
Right.
How many did you sell pre-sale?
Pre-sale, we've already sold, I think, over 10,000 in 48 hours.
And it's only how many seats there? Like 12,000?
I said half.
It's
gonna
over,
go for
Johnny.
Like 19,000, 20,000 at the
Yeah.
Garden.
12,000?
Yeah. There you go. All right, Dane.
Go fuck
All right,
yourself.
fellas.
Hey, you're not one of the haters, I
I'm
thought.
gonna throw an egg right at his fucking head. I'm a hater now.
You're a hater.
Cock-sucking mother. Fuck you, bastard.
All right, Dane. Thank you so much.
Happy anniversary to you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.
You got it, fellas.
All right, Dane. Dane Cook, everyone.
Later.